pertemuan sebelumnya kita bahas tentang skill dasar dalam mengerjakan your listening task ya. Bagaimana kita bisa mengerjakan listening task. I hope if you can, sorry ini tadi ada notice ya. If you can open your cam, so you can open, but if you cannot, it's okay. Because I just want to make sure that I need to talk somebody that's ready ya. Jadi kita pengen langsung nanya atau langsung ngobrol dengan orang yang ready. Takutnya kalau nggak open cam kita panggil-panggil orangnya nggak ada. Um, then the things di fundamental kemarin on the previous meeting on fundamental listening, we talk about how was the tricks that we need to change our mind. If previously we focus on guessing what vocabulary is actually pronounced on the audio plate, and then we change to get the point or get the meaning of the vocabularies. Kalau sebelumnya mungkin beberapa teman-teman masih berpikir nih tentang apa sih yang sebenarnya diomongin, vocab apa sih yang diomongin, ini nih bunyinya apa, something like that kayak gitu. Itu dihilangkan tapi lebih fokus pada konteks dan maknanya. Karena apa yang dia omongkan dan pilihan jawabannya secara bunyi itu tidak ada kesamaan. Hampir tidak ada kesamaan. So, instead of focusing on sound, you focus on meaning. Bukan pada suaranya kita fokus, tapi fokus pada makna yang harus kita tangkap. That the things. Nah, terus kemudian on this evening, di malam ini kita akan bahas selanjutannya nih. Now we are turning to the detail. Kita malam ini akan ngomongin tentang yang lebih detail ya, tentang listening. So hope you also prepare yourself, make sure that you're ready with the lesson. As previous meeting, it will be just about 15 to 20 minutes. I explain the theory. After that, we'll go to practice. Kita setelah itu, setelah teori, kita akan lanjut ke practice-nya. Tapi teman-teman, before we start ya. So, listening, it's easy but sometimes tricky. Listening itu kadang mudah, tapi tricky. Mudahnya di mana? Because of I guess most of you you're familiar with the vocabularies. Rata-rata teman-teman tuh bisa familiar dengan vocabulariesnya. Tapi trikinya adalah ketika kita ujian listening, there are like maybe big possibility you focus only on sound. So what you hear, what you listen, then you answer it without thinking what actually the meaning of that statement. Jadi kemudahannya adalah rata-rata percakapannya itu gampang. Jadi teman-teman bisa 2 kali 3 kali praktis pasti sudah tahu konteksnya bakalan seperti ini aja gitu. Tapi yang bikin tricky adalah rata-rata ketika teman-teman ujian gitu ya, kadang terjebak tuh. Terjebak kalau wah dengernya ini langsung dicari di jawaban pilihan yang sesuai dengan bunyinya gitu. Dan it's the trap. Itu trapnya ada di situ. Makanya dari awal harus dihindari ya, jangan do it gitu, don't do it. Well, now kita lanjut. On detail, di pertanyaan-pertanyaan detail, I will start with answering who, what, and where of the conversations. Jadi pertanyaan ketika mendetail itu bagian pertama, kita harus mampu menebak apa, siapa, dan di mana. Apa means, apa itu maksudnya ya percakapan itu seputar apa, and then who means itu siapa yang ngomong, and where maksudnya adalah di mana percakapan itu terjadi. Nah, the first skill yang pertama yang harus kita pelajari adalah draw conclusions about who, what, and where. Kita mampu menyimpulkan nih tentang apa, siapa, dan di mana. That's a simple things. Hal mudah. Tapi it's not directly stated. Itu nggak akan secara langsung disampaikan di dalam audio. That's why we have to draw conclusions. We have to predict. Kita harus memprediksi nih. Ya, jadi apa yang dia tanyakan itu secara tidak langsung akan disampaikan di dalam percakapan, sehingga kita harus menebak. As example like this one. This question is about who is the man. So pertanyaan seputar who ya. Now we take a look. Can you tell me what assignment I missed when I was absent from your class? The man answering, you missed one homework assignment and a quiz. Who is the man? Nah, siapa laki-laki itu? Cara menebaknya adalah kita menggunakan what we hear, what we listen, apa yang kita dengar sebelumnya untuk menyimpulkan entah itu tempat, siapa, ya, dan juga di mana. Contoh tadi dengan pertanyaan who is the man. Yang kita dengar adalah pertama ada class. Ya, so ketika the girls mentioning from your class, berarti the man ini memiliki kelas. Dia punya kelas kan gitu. Nah, jadi kita gambaran siapa yang punya kelas kira-kira? Either lecturer, either teachers, either students, kan kayak gitu punya kelas. Nah, tapi terus kemudian the man instructing, dia memberitahu bahwa you miss homework, assignment, and quiz. Oh, dia bisa ngasih tahu bahwa si perempuan yang nanya tadi ketinggalan PR, tugas, dan juga kuis. Oh, berarti ini yang ngasih PR. So, this is a teacher. Orang ini adalah teacher. Maksudnya apa? Kita menggunakan environments on the conversations. Kita menggunakan environment yang ada di percakapan seputar seandainya noun. Noun adalah kata benda. Kata benda around. Kata benda di seputaran conversations. Ini tadi ngomongin tentang your class. Ngomongin tentang homework. Ngomongin assignment. Ngomongin tentang quiz. Berarti kata kuncinya di sini seputar kata benda. Data things. Biasanya juga mungkin aja ada kata kuncinya menggunakan verb activity. Mungkin di sini bisa juga diganti seandainya si perempuannya gitu ya. Can you tell me what I have to do after this? Gitu kan ya, apa yang harus aku lakukan setelah ini? Nah, terus kemudian the man answering, you have to go back to your home, take a rest, and drink this recipe. Let's say kayak gitu. Oh, dia nyuruh seseorang untuk pulang ke rumah. Berarti verb-nya digunakan keyword-nya menggunakan verb atau activity. Ya, dia menyuruh orang untuk pulang ke rumah, istirahat, dan minum obat atau minum resepnya. Berarti dia adalah dokter. That's possibility kayak gitu juga. Atau menggunakan place. Ya, place bisa saja tempat, usually at school, kayak bisa saja di pasar. It's also possible. Jadi kita tahu siapa yang kurang lebih bertanggung jawab di tempat itu. That way we might guess. Kita bisa menebak dari situ. Nah, selain itu, there is possibility you are asked about what will the man probably do next. Apa yang akan dilakukan oleh orang dalam sebuah statement atau situasi tertentu. This is more complicated than what you previously learned. Apa yang teman-teman pelajari sebelumnya. Contoh kita lihat begini. The woman stated, are you going to read those books here in the library? I think I'd rather check them out now and take them home. What will the man probably do next? Oke. Kita jadi punya, wait a moment. Kita punya beberapa kisi-kisi yang bisa kita gunakan. Pertama, ya, oh my goodness. Pertama, kita ada keyword place yang kita temukan adalah library. Sebuah perpustakaan. Ada books, kata benda, dan sebagainya. Nah, tapi activity-nya adalah this man want to check them out and take them home. Dan bawa ke rumah. Artinya kita punya tugas lanjutan. Kalau si laki-laki itu pengen membawa bukunya ke rumah, how to do it at the library. Bawa pulang buku dari library itu gimana? Ya, jadi ada book, want to take them out atau want to take them home, mau membawa dia ke rumah. Berarti what possibly do? Apa yang kemungkinan dilakukan? Apakah sit down in the library? Of course not. Atau look for some more books. Nyari buku yang lainnya. Enggak, kan dia mudah membawa pulang itu. Atau return to the book to the shelves. Enggak kan? What he does actually go to the circulation desk. That things ya. Begitu cara kita memahaminya. Jadi di mana mau melakukan apa sehingga kita tahu in that situations how to do that activity. Bagaimana untuk melakukan aktivitas tersebut. That when you are asked about what. Nah, the last itu juga bisa ditanya tentang these things ketika kita ditanya tentang where. Where itu di mana ya? It's simple. Nah, we still use the previously keyword. Kita masih menggunakan keyword yang sebelumnya tentang kata benda, terus kemudian tempat, dan juga tentang kata kerjanya atau verb activity-nya. Let's say take a look on this dialogue. Dialognya adalah, are you going into the waters? Or are you just going to lie there on the sand? I think I need to put on some suntan lotion. Where does this conversations probably take place? Nah, kata kerjanya yang kita tangkap pasti adalah lie on the sand. Ya, rebahan di pasir. Terus kemudian kita dapat juga tentang suntan lotion. Dia pengen rebahan di pasir menggunakan, paling tidak ada yang menggunakan tabir surya. Di manakah ini? Apakah at the beauty salon? Of course not. You cannot lie on the sand at this position ya, at this place. Atau in sandbox, bahkan bukan malah di sandbox, nggak mungkin ya. Atau at outdoor restaurants. Of course you don't need to do lie down if it's a restaurant, right? So the possibility is at the beach. Kayak gitu. Itu cara kita menjawab who, what, and where. Jadi kita bisa menggunakan keyword yang ada di dalam percakapan. Keywordnya itu bisa berupa noun, kata benda. Nah, terus kemudian verb atau kata kerja atau aktivitas ya. Dan the next we can use the last that is adverb atau kata keterangan. Kalau kita ditanya who, siapa, berarti fokusnya pada di sini. Ya. Seputar apa, melakukan apa. Berarti dia menjadi tahu nih, si orang ini siapa. Kalau ditanya what next, berarti akan ada di mana dan untuk apa. That's on what to do. Terus kemudian kalau where, bisa menggunakan noun and also verb. Benda dan kata kerjanya. Di situ apa. So you know the place there. Itu cara kita menentukan jawaban pada 3 poin penting, yaitu what, where, and also who. That's the simple things ya. Nah, terus kemudian pada lesson who, what, and who, tadi fundamentalnya itu ada 3 ya. Siapa, apa, dan di mana. Tapi there is possibility who and what ini delivered on passive. Ada kemungkinan who dan what disampaikan dalam bentuk pasif. As a sample like this one. Did Sally go to the bank this morning? Oh my God. Why I miss my... Oh my God. So sorry, yeah. I don't know my... This thing. Okay. Okay. Nah, contoh, did Sally go to the bank this morning? Then the woman stated, yes, she did. She got a new checking account. What does the woman imply? Nah, biasanya pertanyaan-pertanyaan kayak gini, kalau statementnya itu disampaikan dalam bentuk aktif, contoh ini kan, she got a new checking account, maka jawabannya akan disampaikan dalam bentuk pasif. Ya, so ini pasif, ini aktif. Nah, karena tadi she got a new checking account, kemungkinan besar jawabannya tidak akan disampaikan dalam bentuk ini. Subject verb nggak akan mungkin. Pasti akan dibalik. A new checking account was opened. Kemungkinannya besar kayak gitu. Nah, ternyata that's also the answer. A new checking account was opened. Jadi kalau seandainya ada sebuah statement gitu ya, ngomong tentang, let's say, Dandy bought a new car. Dandy membeli sebuah mobil baru. Maka di dalam pilihan jawabannya, dia akan dibalik tuh, bahwa a new car was purchased by Dandy. Atau without Dandy juga it's okay. Was purchased. Selalu dia model kayak gitu. Statementnya dalam bentuk aktif, jawabannya dalam bentuk pasif. Begitu sebaliknya. Kalau a new checking account was opened by Sally or for Sally, maka pilihan jawabannya akan menjadi Sally got a new checking account. Kayak gitu. Yang dia gunakan. Dia akan membalik posisi subject verb-nya. Kalau dia statementnya aktif, artinya subject verb, maka jawabannya akan menjadi subject be plus verb 3. Begitu sebaliknya, if the verb is subject be plus verb 3, jawabannya akan menjadi subject verb. Like that. Nah, selain itu, kita juga ada situasi di mana it's complicated when you're forgetful. Akan menjadi kalau teman-teman pelupa. Soal ini akan menjadi tantangan ya. Karena you have some or you have more things to memorize. Ada banyak hal yang harus teman-teman ingat. Ini adalah sentence with who questions but multiple nouns. Kamu akan ditanya tentang siapa, tapi siapa ini ada banyak di dalam percakapannya. Let's say contoh kayak gini nih. Do you know who is in the band now? Apakah kamu tahu siapa yang di band sekarang? I heard that Mara replaced Robert in the band. What does the woman say about the band? Nah, tadi ada Mara, ada Robert. Nah, biasanya teman-teman akan lupa, apalagi nama ini nama baru ya. Teman-teman akan lupa tadi Robert ngapain, Mara ngapain, something kayak gitu. Nah, triknya hanya fokus pada noun one atau orang yang pertama, terus kemudian dia ngapain. Verbnya ngapain. Maka kalau tadi, you just need to memorize Mara, verbnya adalah replace. Mara menggantikan. Siapa selanjutnya? Don't put that focus on it. Nggak perlu terlalu fokus karena nggak akan dirubah namanya. So they will not change the name. Mereka nggak akan merubah namanya. Maka kita tinggal klarifikasi. Yang kita dapat adalah Mara replace someone. Sekarang kita cocokkan. Robert became a new member of the band. Not. Yang baru karena Mara yang replace kan. Robert took Mara's place? Enggak. Dia yang ngambil. Mara yang ngambil. Mara didn't have place? Of course, dapat dia karena Mara replace. So the answer is this. Mara took Robert place in the band. Jadi, tadi yang satunya adalah Robert. Kayak gitu. That way, you work on multiple nouns. Ketika ditanya siapa dan multiple nouns. Fokus pada noun yang pertama saja, terus dia melakukan apa. Ya, that things on your fokus. Di fokus teman-teman situ. Nah, terus kemudian skill itu menjadi skill terakhir dalam lesson who, what, and where. Kita akan coba aplikasikan dalam exercise to make sure, untuk memastikan teman-teman tuh punya gambaran tentang how's the task later when we use this typical exercise. Ketika kita mendapatkan soal-soal seperti ini dalam tes TOEFL. Nah, like this one. We will work on this skill, listening, dialogue, skill. There are 10 questions. Ada 10 questions. Kita akan langsung kerjakan 10-10-nya. Ya. And then you have to write down the answer number 1 till number 10. Jadi teman-teman nanti tulisannya jawabannya disimpan dulu. Nomor 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, sampai 10 gitu ya. Disimpan dulu. Nanti baru kita publish when it's ended. Ketika itu berakhir. Nah, setelah itu kita koreksi. How many numbers did you get correct? Berapa nomor yang teman-teman bisa dapat benar? Oke, that things. Ready ya? Please give a sign, reactions, thumbs up if you're ready. Kasih reaksi jempol ya kalau teman-teman udah siap biar kita memulai. Oke, Miss Faradina ready, Nadila ready, ya, yang lainnya pastikan udah ready 3, yang lain belum ya. Oke, terus ya. Beliau ready. Miss Yeni, are you ready? Oke, good. Oke, nice. Nah, di dalam listening, usually will have around 14 seconds after the questions played. Jadi teman-teman akan memiliki waktu sekitar 15 detik untuk menjawab setelah soal dibacakan. Maka I will give you the same. Aku akan ngasih teman-teman sama 15 detik jeda untuk menjawab pertanyaan itu. After that, I will directly continue. Tapi sebelum continue, I will count 3, 2, 1. Lalu kita lanjutkan. Like that ya. Now, please be ready. Started by number 1.
Do you know where my sweater is? I thought I left it on this chair.
I saw it there a while ago. It must have been moved.
Number 1. What does the man say about the sweater?
If the audio is bumping or something, please comment so I can replay ya. Kalau suaranya bumping nggak jelas, info biar aku bisa replay. On the chat ya, langsung on the chat. 15 seconds to answer. Oh, suaranya bergema. Oke. So number 1 we will repeat ya. Tadi kayaknya ada double device yang ini. Yang lain tolong mute ya teman-teman. Biasanya kalau nggak ke-mute semuanya, suaranya bergema. Oke, we repeat once more.
Do you know where my sweater is? I thought I left it on this chair.
I saw it there a while ago. It must have been moved.
15 seconds to answer. Time is up. 3, 2, 1. We go to number 2.
Reviewing together has been helpful, but I'm starting to fade.
Me too. Let's call it quits for tonight.
Number 2. What will the man and woman probably do next?
Started by now. Time is up. So 3, 2, 1. We go to number 3.
Cindy's campaign posters are stunning. I didn't know she had such an artistic flair.
She doesn't. She had the graphics done professionally.
Number 3. What does the woman say about Cindy?
15 seconds started by now. Time is up. 3, 2, 1. We go to number 4.
Has Kathy finished all the tablets? The doctor stressed how important it was to take all of them at the right times.
I made sure she took all of them right on schedule.
Number 4. What can be inferred from this conversation?
Fifteen seconds started by now. Time is up. 1, 2, 3, go. We now to number 5.
What happened to your hand? It looks swollen.
I was walking through the park to get to class, and I got stung by a very large bee.
Number 5. What happened to the woman?
Hmm. 15 seconds started by now. Time is up. Now we go to number 6.
What do you think I should be doing to improve my finances?
You definitely need to put a higher percentage of your salary into a savings account. And it would also be a good idea to invest more in a retirement fund.
Number 6. Who is the woman most likely to be?
15 seconds. It started by now. It's 15 seconds. Done. Now we go to number 7.
I haven't seen Kathy in the office for the last couple of days. Is she out sick?
She went to Chicago for her 20th year high school reunion. She'll be back Monday.
She's braver than I am. You couldn't pay me enough to go to one of those events.
Number 7. What can be inferred about the man?
Fifteen seconds started by now. Time is up. So 3, 2, 1. We go to number 8.
Professor Carlson doesn't accept late assignments. Were you able to finish the midterm project on time?
It was close, but I slipped it in right under the wire.
Number 8. What happened to the man's paper?
15 seconds started by now. Time is up. 3, 2, 1. We go to number 9.
I haven't been able to do the supplementary readings because the articles on reserve are always checked out.
Thanks for letting me know. I'll ask the librarian to put some more copies on reserve. That should help.
Number 9. Who is the man most likely to be?
15 seconds started by now. Time is up. So we go to number 10 in 1, 2, 3, go.
Well, how did it go? Did you get the promotion?
No, I didn't. The company president appointed Mr. Taylor as her assistant, but he's a good choice, so there are no hard feelings.
Number 10. What can be inferred from this conversation?
15 seconds started by now. Time is up. So please send number 1 till number 10. So after this, we can have the correction for all of these numbers. Silahkan kirim nomor 1 sampai nomor 10, kasih nomor supaya nanti kita bisa at the end kita bisa koreksi ini teman-teman benar berapa dari 10 soalnya kayak gitu ya. Langsung aja ya, langsung runtut 1 sampai 10 gitu ya. Kita tunggu ya. Oke, Mas Jody already send. Waiting for others. Kita tunggu beberapa baru kita mulai koreksinya ya. Miss Yeni. So, dan get Mas Jody, Miss Yeni. Yuk, yang lainnya. Lavira. Oke. Lavira just ini ya, just came to the class. So later we have the introductions. Okay, Patricia. Okay, that's great. Okay. So while waiting, maybe you can introduce yourself, Lavira, because the previous meeting I haven't talked to you. Hello, Lavira.
Hello there.
Okay, good. I can hear you. So don't you
Yeah,
mind introducing yourself?
yeah. My name is Lavira Dewi Jutarengganis, and I'm from Magelang, Jawa Tengah.
Mm-mm.
And right now, I'm studying in Yogyakarta.
Okay, so are you collegers or senior?
Yeah, I'm a collegers.
All collegers. I see. What semester are you?
Right now, it's my holiday for fourth semester, but at August,
Mm-hmm.
I'm in fifth semester.
Oh, I see. So now semester break of fourth semester, yeah?
Yeah, I
So,
just done the final exam.
oh, I see. Then why do you join TOEFL? What's going on your plan?
Mm, because so my major in here is an English education, but I thought that my grammar's not good, so I oftenly got a bad mark.
Mhm.
So that's why I'm joining these classes because sometimes I cannot focus on detailed thing.
Mhm.
So yeah.
I see. It's okay. So it's just kind of a process. Now you are still studying.
Yeah.
Even me, I've been teaching for 6 years, but I don't think my grammar is good enough. So grammar,
Mm.
yes, we are not native speakers. Sometimes we have to understand that grammar is difficult things. Like when we
Yeah.
can understand when foreigners speak in Indonesia, but they are not that fluent. But we are as a learner to speak English as long as we can get the point and then it's not misleading, I guess it's a fair enough. But thank you for joining my class.
Yeah.
Uh, uh, how should I call you, Devi, Lavira, or how?
Lavira.
Okay, good. Oh, thank you for joining my class.
Yeah.
Okay, well, now we try to correct it. Yeah, number one, it will be for the test, the latest one, Miss Nabila. Prepare yourself to answer number one because you missed it.
Do you know where my sweater is? I thought I left it on this chair.
I saw it there a while ago. It must have been moved.
Number 1. What does the man say about the sweater?
Miss Nabila, what is your answer?
Oh, kayaknya yang B ya, Mister.
B. Why did you stated that it's B? Kenapa?
Mohon maaf karena bahasa Inggris saya nggak lancar ya, jadi saya
Okay,
jawab pakai bahasa Indonesia.
it's okay.
Karena tadi prianya bilang kalau dia tidak melihat
Okay,
sweaternya.
okay. Let's recheck, yeah. And you have to choose your friend later if it's mistaken. Kalau seandainya salah, nanti minta bantuan teman yang you believe it, yang kamu yakin dia bisa jawab, ya. Now let's recheck. Number one by Bella. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, it's mistaken. Bella, please get a help. Silakan cari bantuan. Siapa Bella? Just call her or his name. Yuk, siapa yang mau dimintain bantuan? Bella? Halo Bella.
Mungkin Mbak Faradina.
Oke, Mbak Faradina, directly you get good gift.
Yeah,
Number
I don't
one.
know for sure, but I choose D. But I don't know if
Why?
it was true or not. D.
Why did you answer D?
Yeah, I just heard that a man told that someone moved her sweater, but I don't know. I don't know for sure.
Okay, let's recheck. The angel of Nabila. Ya, ini apakah menjadi malaikatnya Nabila? Let's recheck. Oh my goodness, it's also mistaken.
Yeah.
Faradina, you have to ask a help tuh. Minta bantuan siapa, Miss?
Mas Baihaki deh.
Oke, Mas Baihaki, silakan Mas Baihaki. Jawabannya apa kira-kira Mas Baihaki?
Yeah, my answer is D, but I think it is more suitable for A.
Why?
Because karena waktu awal itu aku pikir juga someone will move it, but he is not, apa ya, nggak pasti gitu loh.
Oke, let's andainya A, correct. Yang benar adalah kalau teman-teman jawab ya, kita coba listen it.
Do you know where my sweater is? I thought I left it on this chair.
I saw it there a while ago.
Oke, di sini. I saw there a while ago. Nah, pasti teman-teman terfokus pada kata saw. Ada kata saw itu ya, bacanya saw. Pasti teman-teman, wah ini nih yang akan menjadi penolongku. No, that's not that way we answer. Tidak seperti itu cara jawabnya. Nah, dia bilang, I saw there a while ago. Lanjut.
Must have been moved.
Nah, yang menjadi kuncinya adalah it must been moved. itu pasti udah dipindah. Nah, ketika dia ngomong pasti udah dipindah, it doesn't mean he knows who moved that stuff ya, the sweater. Tapi yang jelas seseorang yang melakukannya, nggak mungkin setan kan, so someone put it somewhere else. Kosakatanya dirubah semuanya, nggak ada kata move-nya, ya, nggak ada kata sin, nggak ada kata sweater, nggak ada kata so-nya. Nah itu masih jadi ini ya, masih jadi, karena itu kemarin kan fundamentalnya, jadi masih jadi consideration-nya. Kalau itu terlalu mudah harus dihindari, something like that. Baik ya, ada 2 orang terjebak nih dalam nomor 1. Now we go to number 2. Number 2 will be Miss Okti. Number 2, Miss Okti, prepare yourself.
Reviewing together has been helpful, but I'm starting to fade.
Me too. Let's call it quits for tonight.
Number 2. What will the man and woman probably do next?
Hello, sir.
Yes,
Can you see my voice?
yes,
Hear
I
my
can
voice?
hear you.
Sorry.
Yes, I can
It
hear
might
you
be
clearly.
my answer to C, but I don't know is correct or incorrect.
Okay, let's recheck. Why did you answer C? Kenapa kok jawab C?
Because sorry, my English so bad. Jadi aku ngerasa kurang banget denger untuk soal nomor 2 ini. Jadi aku ngerasa C aja jawabannya gitu sih, sir.
Oke, kita coba lihat ya. BTW Miss Okti belum kenalan ya kemarin ya?
Belum sih.
Oke, Miss Okti dari mana?
Okay, hi everyone. Let me introduce myself. My name is Okti Wulandari, but you can call me Wulan. I'm from Bali, but I'm stay in Jogja because I'm work in here.
Oh yes, you work in Jogja?
Yes.
Oh, so we are living in the same place ya. Kayak aku juga di Jogja, tapi aku di Bantul sih. Orang Bantul biasanya ngakunya. So you
I'm
live in
staying in
Jogja?
Kaliurang.
Oh,
Kaliurang.
Kaliurang. Oh,
Yes.
other place. So we can have a conversation in a real conversation sometimes ya. Jadi
Okay.
Miss Mulan, kalau seandainya nih teman-teman tadi ya yang enggak bisa jawab soal ini. Kalau kita dengerin modelnya gini.
Reviewing together has been helpful, but I'm starting to fade.
Me too. Let's call it quits for tonight.
Nah, pertama, nggak mungkin jawabannya quit their jobs. Kalau let's quit, jawabannya quit itu terlalu mudah. Nah, terus kedua, jawabannya juga nggak mungkin review. Kenapa reviewing? Dia sebutin reviewing gitu ya. So you just need to cari nih yang soundnya paling jauh. Review, continue mirip. Quit sama. So which one the answer? Jawabannya yang tidak ada di voice saja gitu. Yang voice-nya nggak sama dengan audionya aja. Kalau seandainya teman-teman masih terlalu bingung gitu ya. Pakai trik itu aja masih bisa membantu. Jadi yang paling beda suaranya itu D. Maka kemungkinan jawabannya D. That's the answer. Ya kalau seandainya benar-benar blank, pakai cara itu. Data things. Yang penting dengerin suaranya, tangkap maknanya. Kalau seandainya kok blank, hindari semua suara yang tadi mirip dengan audionya. That's the case ya. Like that from Miss Mulan and also other that still confused in a section like this one. Miss
Okay,
Mulan,
thank you, Mr.
yeah, thank you. Then you might choose your friends to answer the next number. Yuk, ditunjuk siapa untuk jawab nomor 3?
Maybe Mbak Patricia.
Okay, Mbak Path. Ya, prepare yourself, Mbak Path. Number 3.
Cindy's campaign posters are stunning. I didn't know she had such an artistic flair.
She doesn't. She had the graphics done professionally.
Number 3. What does the woman say about Cindy?
Mbak Path, your answer number 3, Miss Patricia.
Okay. My answer is C.
Okay, why?
Because the woman say that there's graphic stun for Cindy. So, ya, yang paling mendekati adalah C. Dan yang pasti adalah C.
Okay, let's check ya. Is that correct? Wah, mantap nih, betul ya.
Okay.
Nah, kalau teman-teman seandainya jawabannya ini tidak, wah ini yang ngomong apa gitu. The common things adalah semuanya ngomongin Cindy. Ini Cindy, yang A Cindy, yang B Cindy, terus kemudian yang D ada Cindy-nya juga. Tinggal cari yang beda aja. The things. Ngomongin professional, ya. Ini terlalu dekat gitu ya. So make pakai ini Cindy, that things. Jadi tinggal cari yang suaranya beda. Kalau seandainya memang benar-benar ngeblank ya, you cannot guess. Miss Patricia, you might point your friends for the next number 4.
Okay, sir. Maybe Miss Amelia?
Okay, Miss Amel. Prepare yourself, number 4.
Has Kathy finished all the tablets? The doctor stressed how important it was to take all of them at the right times.
I made sure she took all of them right on schedule.
Number 4. What can be inferred from this conversation?
Miss Amel. What's your answer for number 4?
My answer is A.
Why?
Because the meaning that I catch when the man said is the tablet will be on schedule.
Okay, I made sure ya, dia yakin akan on schedule. Mantap sih, ya kita coba cek. Correct. Have you introduced yourself, Miss Amel? I guess not yet ya.
Not yet, Mister.
So please introduce yourself.
Okay, good evening, everyone. My name is Amelia Chaniago. You can call me Amel. I'm from Padang, but now I'm working as an employee in one of aviation company in Kepulauan Riau.
Oh, I see. So why do you choose Riau?
It's because the penempatan, Mister.
Oh, because of you get that ini ya.
Yeah.
Please. Well, I have so many friends in Riau. Some of my families also in Riau. But if in several situations like forest burning or a fire forest, something like that, the situation was that bad ya. The situation was that bad, especially on the smoke ya.
Yeah.
Ya kadang kalau pas kemarau panjang, untungnya ke tahun ini kita kemaraunya nggak terlalu panjang. But I hope that you're lucky in that place. Thank you ya, the class and also answering this correctly. Now place your point for your friend. Lanjut, boleh tunjuk temannya.
Miss Fiona, please.
Okay, Miss Fiona for number 5. Prepare yourself.
What happened to your hand? It looks swollen.
I was walking through the park to get to class, and I got stung by a very large bee.
Number 5. What happened to the woman?
Miss Fiona.
Yeah, I answered B.
Okay, why?
Because the bee is stung the woman's hand while she is go to the class at the park.
Oke. Nah, kalau seandainya ada kata yang tidak bisa tergantikan, let's say stung nih ya, menyengat, ini nggak ada kata gantinya, memang sengatan tuh, there's no another word. Nah, dia akan merubah strukturnya. If you Listen carefully. Kalau tadi teman-teman dengar secara seksama, itu dia bilang I got stung, ya. Aku got stung. Nah, di sini by a large bee. Nah, bee-nya diganti menjadi an insect here. Diganti an insect. While stung-nya tetap, her hand-nya tetap sama. Sehingga terjadi ini nih, jadi struktural perubahan. I got stung menjadi an insect stung her hand. So active to passive. Something like that. Let's recheck. Correct. Yeah. Miss Fiona, please find your friend.
Miss Wahyu Aulia.
Okay, Miss Leah, ya. Miss Leah, we go number 6.
What do you think I should be doing to improve my finances?
You definitely need to put a higher percentage of your salary into a savings account. And it would also be a good idea to invest more in a retirement fund.
Number 6. Who is the woman most likely to be?
Miss Leah.
Okay, my answer is C, a financial advisor, because tadi saya mendengar laki-laki itu meminta saran kepada perempuan itu tentang apa yang harus dilakukannya dengan uangnya, dan perempuan itu menjawab dia harus saving dan invest.
Okay, so it's about finance, so financial advisors. Okay, boleh juga ya. Padahal bisa juga bisnis. Nah, tapi kita lihat apakah begitu. Kita lihat, cek. That's a finance. That's great, Miss Leah. You're correct. Thank you. Now next, you might go with your friend. Siapa?
Maybe Miss Marlina
Okay.
Andini.
Okay, Miss Marlena, prepare yourself for number 7.
I haven't seen Kathy in the office for the last couple of days. Is she out sick?
She went to Chicago for her 20th year high school reunion. She'll be back Monday.
She's braver than I am. You couldn't pay me enough to go to one of those events.
Number 7. What can be inferred about the man?
What can be inferred about the man? Miss Marlena.
Yes, Miss Elang.
So, what is your answer for number 7?
For number 7, my answer is D, but I think B answer is more, what's that? Saya rasa yang B itu lebih cocok buat nomor 7 ini.
Okay. Berarti Anda akan menukar D dengan B?
Yes, of course.
Kenapa?
Because at the end of his statement, kayaknya tadi yang laki-laki itu bilang, apa sih, ke perempuannya, kalau misalkan kamu bisa bayar saya, mungkin saya juga akan pergi ke Chicago gitu.
Okay.
I heard that.
We check. Is that good answer? 1, 2, 3, go. Oh my goodness. Salah. Sayang sekali. Anda telah menukar jawaban menuju jawaban yang salah. Tapi belum tentu tadi yang sebelumnya jawab benar ya.
Wah, iya.
You might find your friends to help you. Boleh tunjuk satu teman untuk membantu Miss Marlena?
Maybe Mr. Rifki Fauzi.
Okay, Mas Rifki. Number 7, what is your answer? Mas Rifki? Kopi susu atas nama Mas Rifki. Oh, there is no ini Mas Rifki ya. Kita ganti Miss Marlena. Find more.
There is.
Yang udah juga nggak apa-apa. It's okay.
Okay. Maybe Mr. Jody or Miss Jody. I don't know.
Okay, Mas Jody.
I'm not sure, but I might be A. No. It's D.
D or
I don't know. A or D. In the high school. It is like high school.
Once more for both of you. Ya, untuk semuanya tak kasih Sekali lagi.
I haven't seen Kathy in the office for the last couple of days. Is she out sick?
She went to Chicago for her 20th year high school reunion. She'll be back Monday.
She's braver than I am. You couldn't pay me enough to go to one of those events.
So, what would be your answer, Mas Jody?
I don't know. I'm sure it was B, but I just can't. Maybe D.
Maybe D. Okay, we check. 1, 2, 3. Wah, benar ternyata. Tapi kenapa kok benar? Tadi gini ya, dia statementnya yang jelas adalah she is braver than I am ya. Dia lebih berani daripada aku. Maka nggak akan mungkin ada hubungannya dengan uang karena dia ngomongnya she is braver than I am. Kalau seandainya dia akan ngomongin uang, berarti dia akan she is richer than I am. Dia akan lebih kaya daripada aku gitu. Aku pengen pergi kalau ada uang tuh. Harusnya kayak gitu. Kalau dia mau ngomongin tentang fun, tentang uang. Tapi the next-nya adalah yang mengecoh adalah ketika dia bilang, you even couldn't pay me to go to after a reunion. Kamu nggak bisa bayar aku untuk pergi ke reunian. Kalau di bahasa Indonesia dibayar juga nggak mau gitu lah statementnya kurang lebihnya. Kalau di bahasa Indonesia bisa expressions kayak gitu. Berarti artinya dislikes. Like that. Nah ini in American English and TOEFL usually you're tricked by not voices atau T voiceless. Kata not atau silent T biasanya disebutnya yang suaranya kecil. Could bukan jadi could not tapi couldn't. Ya only that voice untuk menyebutkan not-nya. Couldn't pay me. Could pay me. That the things. Jadi harus lebih hati-hati lagi ya kalau dengan not. BTW ini Mas Jody belum kenalan ya Mas Jody?
Yeah.
So please introduce yourself Mas Jody.
My name is Jody Dwi Hermawan. I'm currently working as accountant in a government hospital. I live in South Kalimantan.
South Kalimantan. So how long have you been there?
When I born.
Oh, so you're native.
29 years.
Wow, so you're native that place?
Yeah.
Oh, I see. So where did you study before?
In Banjarmasin.
Oh, so have you ever traveled to different islands instead of Borneo?
Yeah, some of it.
Okay, I see. So have you ever visited Jogja?
Yeah.
So why do you not stay at Jogja? No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. It's like a different Jogja. No, Jogja is not comfort. Yeah. Thank you for joining my class. So then TOEFL, what's TOEFL purpose for you, Mas Jody?
I want to get my actually I passed PAS 1 in what is it, BUMN test.
Okay.
So I got to get into PAS 2. It is English test.
Oh, requires English certification.
Yeah.
Oh, I see. Okay. So hope later I can help you. Yeah. If you have questions or if you have something problem with that, just confirm to me. So I'll try to help.
Okay.
Thank you, Mas Jody. Now we go to number 8 and then we'll go to kayaknya yang tadi ayam-ayam aja nih, Mas Bayhaki. Number 8, Mas Bayhaki.
Professor Carlson doesn't accept late assignments. Were you able to finish the midterm project on time?
It was close, but I slipped it in right under the wire.
Number 8. What happened to the man's paper?
Mas Bayhaki?
My answer is D, but I'm not sure.
D?
But I'm not sure about the answer. My answer.
If you close to me, I will smack you down. No. Kan tadi dia ngomong sleep ya. Kalau jawabannya sleep, ini soalnya terlalu mudah. Nggak mungkin lah gitu ya. Nggak mungkin. That's pasti nih temennya. Jadi apa statementku tadi terbukti ya. Kayaknya di trik itu gampang, tapi pasti ujian tuh godaan. Kalau ketika denger ini pasti mbak jawab.
Yes.
sleep gitu pasti jawabannya. That things. Jadi you have to put on your mind that when you clearly listen that vocabulary and written is the same, so you have to hesitate or doubt it. Jadi ketika teman-teman mendapati satu teks yang sama benar dengan suara yang dia sampaikan, tadi sleep gitu ya, the papers under the wires, terus ini cuma under the professor door gitu ya, bedanya di doornya doang gitu. Ragukan itu. Ya, kalau kayak gitu tuh terlalu mudah. Jadi tinggal dengerin, oh sleep, tarik tulisan sleep kayak gitu. Soalnya terlalu mudah. It's testing terlalu mudah. Coba Miss Nadila ini sih antara dari tadi. Miss Nadila, what is your answer, Miss Nadila?
My answer is C.
Why?
It's number 8.
Yeah, number 8.
I'm not sure, but I think it's C.
Okay. You're not sure?
Yeah.
Oke, kita coba lihat. Salah. Was a little late. Nah, sekarang tak ajak untuk memahami logikanya. Seandainya nih ya, seandainya gini aja.
Professor Carlson doesn't accept late assignments. Were you
Nah, gini. Si profesor nggak nerima kalau tugasnya dikumpulin telat.
able to finish the midterm project on time?
Apakah kamu bisa nih menyelesaikan midterm project-nya on time?
It was close, but
Nah, gini. It was close aja. Pahami bahwa you just get it was close. Pasti dapat. Kan artinya it was close tuh hampir kan? Ya kan? Close itu kan artinya hampir. Nah, ketika maknanya hampir, apakah sama dengan a little late? Hampir apakah sama dengan sedikit telat?
Beda, sir.
Beda. So, mana jawabannya?
B. Yeah.
That's the answer. Nah, jadi gitu. So, sometimes the vocabulary is difficult. Kayak itu ya, slide right under the wires gitu ya. Itu idioms memang. Jadi, secara translation teman-teman nggak akan temukan. Yang penting adalah meaning konteksnya. Kalau dia ngomong nggak diterima kalau telat, terus kemudian dia jawabnya it was close, hampir. Ya nggak mungkin artinya telat, karena telat nggak diterima. Gitu. That things, Miss Maradina. Ya, jadi kalau ketika dia ngomong something, expression pendeknya itu biasanya mengandung the real maksud dia. Contoh kayak tadi, she is braver than I am. Itu memberikan kejelasan apa yang sebenarnya dia pikirin. Gitu. Like that ya, Miss Maradina, and also Mas Behaki. Jangan lagi dijawab yang sama ya dengan apa yang dia sampaikan. Now we go to number 9.
I haven't been able to do the supplementary readings because the articles on reserve are always checked out.
Thanks for letting me know. I'll ask the librarian to put some more copies on reserve. That should help.
Number 9. Who is the man most likely to be?
Kita kasih ke Bu dosen. Miss Maradina, please.
I think my my answer was wrong.
Why?
I choose A or C, but after I hear, why did I choose D, student? So I choose 3 choices for this. Sorry, I confused.
So you choose 3 choices, that is A, B, and A?
A, B, and C.
No.
Sorry.
Oke, pertama jawaban C pasti salah besar. Karena di library, it's not a bookstore. Bukan bookstore ya. Terus pilihannya tadi dijawabnya apa? A, B, dan C?
A, C, or D, student.
A, C, or D, your answer.
Yeah.
Terus yang kedua, mana mungkin si students ini minta librarians nambah buku di perpustakaan?
Iya. Atau salah semua ya?
Atau si librarian minta dirinya sendiri.
Profesor.
Nah,
Yep.
so in the context kayak gini nih, kalau kita mahasiswa ngomong disuruh nyari buku di perpus gitu kan, kita balik lagi ke dosen kita, nggak ada bukunya, udah habis gitu kan. Oh ya udah, nanti aku tak suruh copy lagi lah. That things situations ya. That it happens in American college, right? Di perkuliahan Amerika itu model konteks-konteks kayak gitu terjadi. Ini sebenarnya pengecohnya satu ini bookstore clerk ini. Librarian tuh nggak mungkin, students tuh nggak mungkin. Bookstore ini pengecohnya, karena bookstores mostly beberapa orang tuh mengidentify bookstore tuh mirip dengan library, padahal totally different. That things ya, Miss Ferdinand. Now we go to number 10.
Well, how did it go? Did you get the promotion?
No, I didn't. The company president appointed Mr. Taylor as her assistant, but he's a good choice, so there are no hard feelings.
Number 10. What can be inferred from this conversation?
Miss Jenny.
I'm not sure. My answer is D, but I mean the answer is A.
So which one do you want to choose? A.
Maybe A.
Maybe A. Oke, maybe A dari itu kan. Wah, untungnya ini penukaran yang seimbang ya. You took care, benar. Nah, tadi ini adalah trik yang tentang multiple nouns. Kuncinya di sini.
Well, how did it go? Did you get the promotion?
No, I didn't. The company president appointed Mr. Taylor.
Nah, sini. The company president appointed someone. Ya, someone-nya ini tinggal kita cari. Yang pertama, Mr. Taylor was chosen by the new assistant. Nah, berarti tinggal kita tahu, oh berarti yang ke-chosen ini Taylor kemungkinannya. Tinggal kita pastikan yang B, C, dan D-nya. The woman assisted the company president in the decision. Of course enggak, dia kandidatnya. Atau the company president managed to make it to the appointment. Of course enggak ada statement itu. The woman had hard feeling, itu juga tidak disampaikan. Oh berarti benar, yang di appointed adalah namanya Taylor. Kayak gitu. That's how we go to answer this exercise for number 10. Kayak gitu ya. Now from 10 numbers, how many exercise did you get correct? Dari 10 soal, teman-teman benar berapa? Please type it on our comments ya, di kolom komentar kita. Four. Wih, Fiona juara ini. 9. Bagus nih Fiona. Miss Yeni 3. Miss Patricia 9. Oke, kita cari lagi. 5, 6, 5, 4. Waduh, kita tanya dulu yang banyak. Apa tipsnya? Fiona, why did you get correct? Banyak. Kenapa kamu benar banyak? Fiona.
Maybe I just stay focused from the first question.
Okay, because you stay focused ya. Tapi actually the context, can you get the meaning or not? Maksudnya konteksnya kamu paham nggak? Atau cuma nebak-nebak?
Ada beberapa yang, nggak beberapa sih, ada 2 atau 3 soal yang nebak sih, Sir.
Okay.
Karena nggak kedengeran secara jelas di aku, karena vocabnya juga nggak terlalu familiar di aku.
Nebaknya dengan cara?
Nebaknya pilih 2 atau 3 answer yang mendekati.
Oke, mendekati itu dalam artian suaranya mirip atau mendekati dalam artian apa?
Meaningnya ada from the conversation.
Oke, fokusnya pada meaningnya, good. Sekarang kita compare tuh yang Miss Fardina nih, benar 3. Why Miss Fardina?
Yeah, actually 2 days ago, I tried to study by myself in YouTube, and I tried from 30 questions. I also I also had a good answer. 15 for 30. 15 for
15
30.
from
For
30.
30. Yeah.
So 50, 50% ya.
Yeah. It's hard to understand a quick response for the conversations, but I have to try it again.
Oke.
Yep.
Nah, berarti kan it's still fluktuatif ya. Itu tapi
Ya.
bagus, Mas Ferdinand. 50, 30 itu masih bagus. Maksudnya you know the progress at how many percent you change, like increase or decrease. Nah, nanti teman-teman, saranku kalau skor targetnya adalah 550 ke atas, it's 70% at least. Paling tidak betulnya itu 70% ke atas. Why? Because 70% ke atas itu artinya you are in up level. Up level itu 550 pasti udah dapat harusnya. Kalau semua skills nanti udah di 70%. Kalau belum 70% masih trembling kayak gitu, don't waste your money. Nggak usah menghabiskan uang karena sekarang harganya sekitar 600-700-an, depends on what ITS kan. Jadi jangan wasting your money gitu, belum di train tapi udah langsung dihajar untuk tes kayak gitu ya. That things. Nah, nanti I will share you also my listening materials. Nanti tak share di sesi besok kan sesi terakhir listening ya. Tak bagi all listening tips and tricks that I already made on our apps in our website, nanti tak share ke teman-teman yang hadir sampai di meeting ketiga listening, hadir tak kasih for free. Sekarang kita analyze lagi the next skills nih. Kalau tadi itu kesulitannya adalah tentang you didn't get the point, teman-teman nggak dapat poinnya, tapi lebih banyak pada tak rasa ya, paling tidak teman-teman tuh dapat 50% kalau teman-teman bisa paling tidak fokus to not answering what you heard only. Harusnya itu 50% udah aman ketika teman-teman tidak menjawab apa yang kedengeran doang. Sleep dijawab sleep gitu. Terus kemudian ada on time jawab yang ada time-nya kayak gitu. That things. Harus dihindari yang model kayak gitu. Nah, kalau bisa menghindari itu, paling tidak yang 40-50 udah dapat. Tinggal lanjut ke next skills-nya, memahami bahwa kalau statement-nya aktif menjadi pasif, kayak gitu. Terus kemudian kalau multiple nouns, maka fokus pada noun yang pertama, melakukan apa, so it the considerations to answer the next something kayak gitu. Ya, that things. Now, kita coba sedikit mengenal the next lesson of our materials. Biar besok kita kalau ini bisa selesai bisa langsung practice. The next material is about negatives. Materi selanjutnya ini tentang negatif. In Indonesia, we are saying yes more than saying no. Kalau di Indonesia ini masalahnya adalah kita banyak banget cara sering ya, kita tuh terlalu seneng ngomong yes sampai kita jarang ngomong no gitu. Artinya kita tuh nggak enakan untuk ngomong no, itu jarang. Kita kebanyakan yes. Tapi it difference kalau di American cultures, dia punya cara banyak banget untuk saying no. Karena dia sering menolak. Orang Amerika sering menolak daripada menerima gitu ya. Makanya ada satu session tersendiri pembahasannya tentang negative. We have to understand how they say no or how they maybe disagree or something. Ya, dia melakukan sesuatu yang tidak sesuai dengan kenyataannya, just tidak menyatakan dengan sebenarnya what he feels atau what he wants to do. Cara lain menyampaikan sesuatu, that's on negative expressions. Contoh kayak gini, basicnya adalah ini vice opposite. Ini adalah perbandingan, kalau seandainya dia sampaikan positif, maka maknanya negatif. Begitu sebaliknya. Ya. Kalau seandainya statementnya negatif, maka jawabannya positif. Ini answer, ini statement. Begitu sebaliknya. Kalau statementnya negatif, answernya positif. Kalau statementnya positif, answernya negatif. Bisa jadi dibolak-balik kayak gitu. Ya, that things. Kita coba on exercise ini. How did they get to their grandmother's house in Maine in only 5 hours? The woman stated, they didn't drive slowly on the trip to Maine. Ingat, ini ada statement didn't drive slowly. Nah, didn't drive slowly ini, tidak berkendara dengan pelan, adalah bentuknya negatif. Maka jawabannya akan disampaikan dalam bentuk positif. Maka kemungkinan besar jawabannya tidak ada not-nya. Ya, contoh, couldn't have driven more slowly. Dah salah kita jawab. They didn't drive to Maine, salah. Karena jawabannya akan dalam bentuk positif. Jadi bentuk not akan salah. That things. Maka tinggal option 1 and 2. Opsi 2, A dan C. Sekarang kita tinggal cocokkan. Yang A, they drove rather quickly. Yang ketiga, yang C, they wanted to travel slowly to Maine. Of course, you will choose this thing. They drove rather quickly. Dia berkendara dengan pelan. Kenapa? Lah didn't drive slowly, ya berarti quickly. That things. Begitu cara kita jawab fundamentalnya. Bertentangan, statement positif, jawaban negatif. Statement negatif, jawaban positif. Like that. Nah, terus teman-teman harus tahu bahwa there are several negative types. Ada beberapa nih negative types yang teman-teman harus ngerti. Yang pertama, there is ordinary, regular aja lah. Sesuatu yang regular, negatifnya itu regular. Contoh this one. Not or and apostrophe T. Tom is not sad about the result. Maka jawabannya akan tentang Tom is happy with the result. Kayak gitu. Kalau ada statementnya not sad berarti maknanya happy. Kayak gitu, ya berlawanan. Terus ada juga other negatives dengan kata nothing, nobody, none, or never. Itu kalimatnya sepertinya tidak ada not-nya, tapi itu negatif. Contoh I never love you. I never love you itu sama dengan I don't love you. Walaupun nggak ada not-nya, tapi the meaning tetap negatif karena menggunakan never. Karena not ever, ya. Never itu dari not ever. Maka contohnya nobody arrive on time. Berarti nobody arrive on time, everyone is late artinya. Sini. Sal never works hard. Sal nggak pernah kerja keras. Never works hard, so dia lazy. I never works hard, lazy. That's the simple things. Begitu juga memungkinkan ada posisi negatif prefixes. Awalan-awalan yang bisa menunjukkan bahwa itu adalah kalimat negatif. Ya. Contohnya, the patient was insane. Ada kata insane, awalnya in. Ini, ya. Nanti juga bisa this, bisa an. Nah, in itu artinya tidak juga. Insane berarti not sane. So means crazy. Sane kan waras ya. Kalau insane berarti tidak waras, crazy. Contoh this ya. This ini juga maknanya negatif. Like itu suka. Kalau dislike tidak suka. Un juga sama. Ya. Believable artinya terpercaya atau bisa dipercaya. Tapi kalau unbelievable tidak bisa dipercaya atau tidak terpercaya. That are things. Jadi bisa saja negatif itu menggunakan not, bisa menggunakan no, bisa juga menggunakan never, nothing, nobody, none, kayak gitu. Atau bisa menggunakan an, in, and this. Kayak gitu. Nah, terusan, the next skill-nya, masih ada 3 menit, lumayan ya. Mereka mungkin juga nih, menggabungkan negatif yang ada 3 tadi, digabungin supaya kita maknanya bingung. Tapi we can analyze as examples. I can believe the news that I heard about the concert. Well, it isn't impossible for the concert to take place. Kita perhatikan ada kata isn't and impossible. Isn't itu udah negatif, tidak. Impossible adalah tidak mungkin, maka menjadi possible. Oh, tidak tidak mungkin. Berarti mungkin. So you just cari mana yang maknanya mungkin. The only things the concert might take place. Hati-hati di situ. Lebih complicated lagi ya. Jadi dia menggabungkan dua negatif. Nah, cara penggabungannya ada di sini. Ada saja seandainya dia menggabungkan antara ya negative word menggunakan tadi not, no, or not, terus kemudian dengan negative prefix. Contoh, he didn't like the unclean office. Didn't like, unclean, tidak suka, tidak bersih. So, he like clean office. By the way, jaraknya gitu. Atau dia juga bisa menggunakan two negative verbs. Dua kata kerja dalam bentuk negatif disatuin supaya kita tahu maknanya. Let's say, it isn't snowing, so they aren't going to the mountains. Tidak turun salju, maka mereka tidak pergi ke gunung. It implies, itu artinya kalau seandainya it were raining atau it were snowing, they would go. Kalau seandainya itu tadi snowing, it were snowing, they would go. Nah, ini it pakai were atau I pakai were terusan karena ini adalah conditional ya. Jadi I nggak ada ketemu was kalau dalam conditional, langsung were gitu ya. Itu cara kita memahami. Jadi kalau seandainya dia bilang, you don't follow this community, so I don't come. Artinya adalah, I would come if you attended, gitu ya. Kalau teman-teman datang, ya aku datang juga, kayak gitu. Jadi dia menggantungkan dalam connectivity dua kata kerja tadi. Bisa juga dengan menggunakan the last neithers atau not eithers. Di sini contohnya, Sue didn't like the movie, and neither did Mark. Sue didn't like the movie, and neither did Mark. Itu artinya Sue didn't like, Mark juga didn't like. Ketika digabungkan menjadi Sue didn't like the movie, and neither did Mark. Penggabungannya. Maka artinya both did not like the movie. Dua-duanya tidak suka. Jadi teman-teman, ketika ada orang ngomong gitu ya, I don't like this movie. Kamu bisa menjawab, neither do I, itu bisa aja. Aku juga, artinya kayak gitu. Sama-sama nggak suka. Nah, itu tadi sedikit gambaran kita tentang negative exercises ya, tentang negative exercises. Besok kita akan lanjutkan sisa sedikit lagi tuh negative exercises, and then after that going to practices. Just directly tomorrow ya, akan langsung tomorrow karena Friday will be our class. That's the things. If you're willing, later I will share you again about the record and also the practices. Hope later you can practice with the exercises to see how many % your skill improve. Thank you for joining the class this evening. And if you still have questions related to the class, related to the materials that I shared or anything, please we can discuss at group. Kita bisa diskusi di grup ya. Jadi jangan sungkan kayak gitu. Thank you so much, and I'm so sorry it's been late a minute ya, terlambat 1 menit untuk kelasnya. Take your time. Semoga teman-teman suka kelasnya. Kalau ada kritik dan saran boleh sampaikan biar kita bisa improve bareng. Thank you and have a good rest. Selamat beristirahat. Yang sudah bekerja dari tadi pagi pasti capek ya. Semoga bisa beristirahat dengan baik. Thank you. The class dismissed. Hope you're doing great and see you tomorrow. Sampai ketemu besok. Ada pertanyaan langsung di grup ya. Thank you. Bye-bye all. The class dismissed. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
See you tomorrow.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.